It's just a quick vid, real quick. Slyways 100 here. Man, you know what? You should never fall asleep on a boxing match. Anything can happen in boxing. I know this. I feel like a fool right now, but I was watching Friday Night Fights this past Friday. Ismail Salak versus Dennis. His last name started with a G. Um, and I think I fell around asleep around. I was in and out of it to start with, but it was just one of them nights, man. I fell asleep about round five, I think, in between round five, maybe round six max. Ismail Salak, as the fight was progressing, didn't look as dominant as I see him look, but still winning pretty easily. This guy, I think his history, he was a kickboxer. I don't know where he does both kickboxing or was a prior to boxing was a kickboxer. Um, the guy, big guy. I thought Ismail Salak would handle him pretty well. Just a technically better skilled guy, in which Salak was. But I know Salak has errors and flaws, like just about every other fighter makes mistakes. And he paid that night. Man, I had no clue. I fell asleep and I automatically assumed Ismail Salak won. So when I made my post-fight vid for Dawson Hopkins yesterday, I automatically assume when I'm looking at challengers in the light heavyweight division for Dawson to face next, I automatically assume that Ismail Salak won, which is stupid, which is why I feel like a fool right now. I didn't finish the fight, and it's funny because after I said that comment, I just make my vids. I just freestyle like I'm doing now. When I make vids, I just right off the top of my head always. So I just assumed Ismail Salak won, but as I said it, I thought to myself, yo, you didn't watch the end of that fight. Like, anything can happen in boxing. But it's crazy that I just put confidence within one man, which you should never do, uh, unless you're putting confidence within your own self or your trainer. Putting confidence in another fighter that he's guaranteed to win is, it's not always the case, man. I don't care what the percentage is or how big of an underdog he's facing. One punch, especially from a guy that's got power, can end a bout. So that just goes to show you never sleep. Never sleep on a boxing match and never sleep during a boxing match like I did, man. I checked my comments this morning on my Dawson Hopkins video, and my homie 1CWA leaves a comment saying, man, correction, bro. Ismail Salak got knocked out, and that's when I went to the highlights on YouTube, specifically that eighth round, and I seen Salak get caught with that right hand, and then of course the guy, he finished him, and I was just like, damn. Never fall asleep during a boxing match, and that's just crazy that I automatically assumed Salak won, because before then, like I said, he didn't look dominant, but it looked like he was going to win the fight easily. I mean, it's just a 10-round fight, but yeah, man, that boy was out wrong, man, to sleep on this guy, which I knew nothing about, but I just based it off the rounds that I had, already seen before I fell asleep, assuming that, man, this is easy work. Salak, even if he doesn't look that impressive, he's going to cruise to a points victory. Nah, man, this man stopped him in the eighth round, man. Thanks to everybody that alerted me on that. That's my bad, man. I'll never do that again, man. Assume that a fighter won. That is my bad, man. Never sleep during a boxing match. All right, man, I'm out.